Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. And it's Throwback Thursday. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about what the new Ezra Miller news is. Well, more so what the DCEU is planning to do about the new Flash movie. What are the options? We're going to discuss them, break it down, and then we're going to do our Throwback movie review, but it's going to be a TV show. Today we're going to talk about the Flash 1990s series with John Wesley Shipp. So let's jump right into that. All right. So we got to talk about, first off, thank you everyone for 500 subscribers. We hit 500 subscribers this week, and I am so excited about that. And Miko is excited about that. And we will continue to bring you our content and hopefully keep making it better and better so that we deserve your viewership. And then I would like for all of you to help us get to 1,000. So we're making that our next goal. So let's jump into the news. Ezra Miller has been seen traveling with their mom this past couple weeks, and that's a good thing because a mom usually will bring you down from whatever high horse you end up on. If you think that you're gonna get away with all this stuff, they usually can bring you down and say, hey, act like a good person that I raised you to act like. That's usually the case. So at least it seems like their mom cares enough about them to be there for them at this point. And so there's three options on the table. And the first option is a little bit confusing, so we're gonna talk about that and I'll kind of tell you why it's confusing and break down what it actually means. Because I think we all know what it means, but the wording makes you think maybe something else. So option number one is that they will go back to their farm and they will get the help they need. Then they will make a statement explaining their behavior over the last couple years, and at that point, they will actually get to do limited press release for the movie Flash. Limited press releases, maybe some personal appearances, anything that they have to do to promote the Flash, but it will be limited capacity, so they probably keep them out of the limelight as much as possible. But then they say the movie comes out on time, and that's all they say. So the confusing part here is that they don't say that the Flash will be replaced. They don't say that Ezra Miller will no longer be the Flash. But I think this is the case, no matter what. Earlier, they already had said, Ezra Miller is out from the Flash. No matter how this turns out, Ezra Miller's gone. They are replacing him. I don't think that suddenly has changed based on this new information. I think that they are just concerned enough that they, like a good employer, want to see their employee get better, get the help they need, and potentially make a comeback at some other point. It just won't be as the Flash. So let's make that clear. None of these options, not one of them, involves them coming back as the Flash. And, no matter what they're saying here, this is the best case scenario because they're getting the employee that needs help, the help that they need. So it's a company doing a good thing, but they're still ultimately, at the end of the day, you're a liability. We can't have you jeopardize this job or the people within our company. So we're going to get you the help you need, but then we're parting ways still. And a lot of people are confused by this, thinking that since they don't say that Ezra Miller will be replaced, that Ezra Miller will be staying. That is not the case, because that would contradict what they actually said to begin with a while back. They literally said Ezra Miller, no matter what, is out as the Flash after this movie. So there. That's that. Now the second option is if Ezra Miller doesn't get the help that they need and, doesn't apologize or anything like that, then they take them out of the marketing. They remove them from all promotional material and they release the movie anyway. So that's the thing. They're going to release the movie anyway. But without Ezra Miller coming in to do any sort of publicity for it, that's out the window at that point in the second scenario. Now, that's something I think they should have addressed in the first scenario as well, because obviously, like I said, they are not coming back. But I feel like it's sort of, the first option is the ultimate sugarcoating of the entire situation. We hope people forgive Ezra Miller. We wish them the best, and we part ways. The second scenario is the more hardcore boss scenario. Look, I have to protect my company. You're a jeopardy to my company. You're not getting the help you need. You're out of here. And we're making it public that you're out of here right now. Like, this project will go on without you. The people will know it's going to go on without you. And you're just done. Don't come back. Don't come back tomorrow for promotional stuff. We're done. We don't need you. Thank you. Bye. And that's kind of that second scenario. So then comes the third scenario. And the third scenario is the worst case option. The third scenario is that the Ezra Miller stuff escalates and Ezra Miller does something else, which I think at this point it's anything else. I think at this point they have had enough because they have dropped this to Ezra. They've told them, hey, this is the scenario now. So you have options. You do something that's going to jeopardize us now. It's done. And I think that with this, if another crime is committed or escalates to a more extreme level, which we all hope it doesn't, then they cancel the movie outright, which would be a loss for the company, but it would be something they feel they have to do. The movie cannot be reshot. They cannot CGI an actor over their face because they play several different roles in the movie, and they are actually in almost every scene. That's the word on the street. They are playing multiple roles, and they are in almost every scene. So there's a big, big problem if they have to cancel this movie. And I kind of see the third option as the most extreme, but then at the same time, it may very well come to fruition that this is the only option they can go to. They can't keep playing this game. They can't. So let me know what you think about that whole situation. What do you think the best thing they can do is? And then let's jump into our throwback review of The Flash 1990. So The Flash 1990 shows John Wesley Shipp playing Barry Allen. And he's working for the forensics department in the Central City Police, just like in the CW show, where he would later reappear as the character Jay Garrick and become a mentor to that version of Barry Allen. But this show had a bit of a different vibe. It was given to us during a time that had just come off a lot of really syndicated shows dealing with sci-fi and fantasy. Like, you had, for a while, you had things like Superboy and stuff like that were coming out and getting screen time, and people were into the syndication a little bit more. And you get this show that comes to the channel, and it was actually doing pretty good. It was on CBS, and the effects weren't that bad. For the time that it came on, the effects were not that bad at all. Now, Amanda Pays played Tina McGee, and Tina McGee was sort of his scientist, his man in the chair, if you will. She created a lot of high-tech stuff and inventions to help him overcome whatever enemies were thrown his way. And that actually became something that would progress during time. He kind of would find himself maybe falling a little bit in love with her. That was kind of his version of Iris in this TV show. Now, Star Labs, is where she worked. And we would see Star Labs pop up again several times in the other CW shows when they would come in. And overall, I think the show was pretty good. I can't complain too much about this show. It gave us Mark Hamill as J. Montgomery Jesse, a.k.a. the Trickster. And he was brilliant, and more or less he was playing the Joker. I mean, let's be sort of real here. That was kind of our first indication that Mark Hamill could play this over-the-top, crazy bad guy. And he does it so well. Like, this was the Joker before he started really getting well known for playing the Joker. I mean, he'd been doing voice acting off and on for several years before this. But, now he was in this live-action TV show, and he's playing pretty much the Joker. And then you had Joyce Heiser as his girlfriend Prank, and she would later pop up in the CW show along with Mark Hamill. So the show, if you really want to get down to being canon and across the multiverse of the CW world, then yeah, this is sort of a canon show. Just takes place on a different Earth the way Supergirl and Black Lightning did the first couple seasons that they ran. And it's really a cool way to look back at the 90s. You have a lot of fashion that's changed since then. A lot of things that maybe they did that you wouldn't see done today. And that's always fun to look for when you're looking at a show like this. When you're looking at a movie from the earlier eras, to find out what you can and cannot do in today's society that you could do then. To see the different things that have suddenly vanished from existence. The music for the show was actually done by Danny Elfman after he had done so well on the Batman movie from 1989. Now, John Wesley Shipp would go on to play other DC characters, such as he did the voice for Professor Zoom, the evil speedster, in the Batman Brave and the Bold. So, that's interesting to note too. And maybe there's something to that, since he does appear as multiple versions of the Flash in later shows. So, that being said, let us know what you think of this show. Did you like it? Do you remember it? If not, watch it. Give it a try. It's always fun to go back and watch older things. And in the meantime, let us know what you think in the comments below. Share this video with all of your friends so they can be part of the conversation as well. And then, friends, don't forget to hit that like button. It's free if you hit that like button. YouTube likes it and we like it too. Then don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't, so that you don't disappoint Miko. Miko says we need more subscribers. This little face wouldn't lie to you. And then hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And then, friends, at the end of the day, yes, you know it's coming. At the end of the day, fandom is family.